Hello, everyone. Welcome to our final lecture on law for accounting. And today we will discuss the assignment. So this session, serves as a platform for us to explore and analyze the key aspects of our assignment. How's everyone? Can you guys see my screen? And can you hear my voice, everyone?
Yes.
How are you, Amir? Can you see my?
Yeah, I can hear your voice
Okay,
clearly.
are you okay, Amir? Everything is fine.
Yeah, I'm all right, thank you.
Okay, can you hear me, Swapna? And everything is
Yes,
fine?
yes, I can. Yes.
Okay, Hinesh, Farina, okay. Yes, so basically it's an opportunity to collectively reflect on the, principle we have learned throughout uh, the course and apply them to real world, scenario. So some important points consider for your assignment. Uh, Choose a specific, organization. Begin your assignment by selecting a specific organization. This choose will set the foundation for the, entire assignment, allowing you to focus on real world examples and application of legal principle in practical context. Introduction to the chosen company. Provide a comprehensive introduction to the chosen company organization. Include relevant details such as company's background, industry, and any notable achievements. Set the stage for your readers to understand the context of your analyze. Yeah, here some some points about your assignments, structures, heading and subheadings. Yeah, so ensure that your assignment is well organized with clear headings and subheadings. The structure will make your documents easy to navigate and help in presenting information in logical flow. So I hope everybody will know, because all of you are, that professional people. Professional appearance. Make your document look presentable and professional. Pay attention to formattings, for font style, and overall layout. Visually appealing documents, enhance the reader's experience and reflect positively on your works. Numbering and figures. uh, Properly numbers all figures and tables in your assignment. This not only adds clarity but also make it easier for readers to refer to specific visual elements within your documents. Follow assignments brief numbering, uh, that outline the numbering system, outline the assignment brief. Consistency in numbering helps in maintaining a seamless flow throughout your presentation or report. Harvard reference style. I hope you guys are familiar with the Harvard reference style. So incorporate at least, I will say, he says 10, 12 to 15, yes, 12, 15 references in your assignment. Ensure that you follow the Harvard reference style of referencing for citation and bibliography. Everybody knows about within paragraph citations and referencing. Anybody? You guys know? Uh, Hanesh or Swapna or Irene, Amir, anyone?
Yes, yes. I know, but I don't know. I have only the confusion about the word limit. So
Don't worry
when
about
okay,
Swapna word limit.
okay,
Okay.
yeah,
Don't worry, word limit. They say word limit assignment report is 3,500 or
Hmm.
task one is 20. I will go through,
Okay.
my
Yeah.
next pages.
Okay.
But you can go up to, when you see that you are satisfied, you can go up to 3,000 or, more. Normally this is 20% here. Can you see that? So I think so
Yes.
more than enough if you add 2,500 plus. So they work limit assignment report 3,500 words minimum in order, merit or distinction, but you can go up to 4,000 or here 3,000 or 2,000. So basically reports divide your assignment into two sections. Task one report which is 2,500 and
Hmm.
task two which is
One.
1,500. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So uh I think so that you can go over 2,000, I believe so, not think so, so 2,500 words and 1,500 words, okay? So by adhering to these guidelines, you will create a well structured, informative, and professional assignment that meets the specified criteria for content formatting and referencing. Uh, uh, I just want to ask, everyone knows about Harvard reference system.
Yes, here I'm a bit rusty on the Harvard reference style.
Okay. So within you know that within paragraph citations or
Yeah, paragraphs understandable. Just how do we reference the?
yeah,
Is
the
there
problem is the only thing is you just use a surname and year as well, okay, within the bracket. So if also if you give any direct quote, like if you copy and paste whole paragraph, okay. So you mention the writer name or websites or whatever. So with date and years. That's all we do that basically. Okay.
okay?
So where is calculation? I don't think so. You need any referencing if there is any calculations. Okay, but I don't think so. In this assignment, there is any calculation. Like obviously, this is a law-related assignments. So you normally you will use reports and definitions and detail about like a company law, intellectual property law. So you can use that references. Uh, so when you give reference, like let's say according to Hanesh, okay. So if you're using your book, Hanesh 2012, okay, then you write assignment or end of the, if you direct quote, end of your paragraph. Okay, understandable?
Yeah, that's simple to understand. Thank you.
Yeah. So basically, you know, Harvard reference system, use Harvard reference, which means that mentioning the author and date in your text. So, for example, if you write, there are two writers, Johnston dash Jones, then comma 2012 inverted brackets. Okay, so in your so also I will recommend that in your bibliography, include a minimum of 6 to 8 references from books, journals, articles, and websites. Okay. So carefully go through each task in your assignment, understand the requirements and objectives to ensure you address them effectively in your writing. Then command of verbs. Command of verbs means anybody can explain command of verb? Anybody? So if you is explain, define, or
Yeah.
describes, that means command of verbs. If he's asking about explain with you know detail. If he's asking for definition or define, then give only definitions. So go up to 125 words. Focus on task and command verbs. Pay attention to the command verbs used in the task. These guides how you should approach each task. For example, if it says explain, aim for 100 to 125 words. If it says assess or analyze, then you can go up to 225 words. You got my point. So if he's asking about compare, contrast, critically and evaluate, then your target is 250 to 300 words, or you can use some more words. Again, he's talking about Harvard reference system. I just said referencing needs to be Harvard, for example, author, date, style. Hanesh, can you see this?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is the way we use Harvard reference system. Dates, the writer's name, dates in text. So in the reference towards the end, it will come as shows. So if you use references, it automatically will come end of in to your end of your assignments. Or so if you're doing manually, then you can use by yourself. So minimum 6 references, or 6, 10, 8. So books, journals, articles, websites, proper headings and subheadings, and word limit again 3500 plus minus thirds. Swapna.
Yeah, I saw that. Yes.
Yeah, 35 plus. But as I said, when you feel satisfied that your answer is uh, perfect, then you can finish your answer. But you can go up to I think so that 10% are more than enough, but you can go up to 15 as well. That's not a problem.
No. Yes, if this is not a more than, so what is the less, minimum I want?
No, I will say that you can write you can go up to 4,400 to 4,200 words. Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm asking about the minimum, So
Yeah, minimum. There's no limit for
no,
minimum. There's no limit.
no maximum. I don't want maximum.
Yeah, there's no minimum. Minimum you can go 3,020. At least you should, write 3,000 words.
Okay.
At least, you know
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Because this criteria is not set by UK Versity. It's a criteria by IFA, you know that.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
normally they don't check your assignment, but sometimes they go through your assignments as well. Okay.
That's fine.
So you can one of them as well. So they might
Okay.
ask you.
Exactly. No problem.
So plagiarism or tolerance similarity must be below 20%. Okay. So if you are giving a direct quote or copy from copy and paste or similarity, no more than 20%. Okay.
Yeah.
This is assignment declaration. I think so. You can see on your learning management system. I mean, first page of your assignments, your name, student number, and course or whatever. Right. Now we are here. You're working in an accountancy firm as a junior assistant in a department dealing with small and medium-sized businesses. So basically, you are working in company that helps small and medium-sized businesses with their finance. You are junior assistant, and as part of your training, your seniors or the partners wants you to look into some case. So your job is to review these cases, point out any problem, and talk about possible solutions. So to do this, you need to write a report for your senior or for your boss. In the report, you should include all the important legal details related to each case. This means mentioning any laws that are relevant and discussing the legal issues involved in the similar situation that has been deal with in the past case law. You should bring that up to, and then finally you should give your opinion on what you think you should happen in each scenario based on the law. So in simple, your task is like being a detective for legal matters. You investigate each case, figure out what legal problem there are, and suggest solution by considering what the loss is. Next here, this is about learning outcome 2, task 1. Scenario, that Jody Hort has a new training, business and need advice in various business related issues. So Jody's decision, decide whether to become a limited company, but does not know what this would involve. So your report must be analyze the requirement of company law. So if you go through the 2.1, your learning outcome 2, and 2.2, your analyze the role and responsibilities of company director, officers, and shareholders. Yes, here. So 2.1, look into the company law says about formatting, financing, and administrating companies. Understand the legal aspects involved in setting up and running a company. Then we talk about 2.2, analyze the roles and responsibilities. Explore the roles and responsibility of company directors, officers, and shareholders. You need to understand the legal obligations and duties these key positions have in a company. So basically, your task is to research and explain the rules and regulations about company law, about how companies are, created, funded, and managed. Also, look into the specific roles and duties of important, people in company. Uh, for example, that directors, officers, and shareholders. So your report should give Jody a clear picture of what involves in involved in she decide to make her training business a limited company. Then analyze the requirement of company law for the formation, financing, and administration of company. So here we have to cover the requirement of company formation as per CA, Company Act 2006, and talk about the how is company formed, referring to the scenario, advantages versus disadvantages, administration of companies, including board meetings, recording, keeping, filing of companies' confirmation statement. So here again refer to learning outcome to slides 11 to 12. So explain the steps Jody needs to take to official establish her training business as a limited company. This may include tasks like registering with the company's house, providing necessary documents, and adhering to legal requirements. Then when you talk about advantages and disadvantages, discuss the advantage and disadvantages of for forming a limited company, highlight the benefits such as limited liability for Jody, but also mention potential, downsides such as increased administrative requirements or reporting obligations. Board meetings, explain the significance of board meeting in company administration, outline how they are conducted, who participates, and the decisions that can be made during these meetings. Record keeping, emphasize the importance of maintaining accurate and up-to-date record for the company. Discuss what type of record should be kept, including financial records, meeting minutes, and other relevant documentations. Filling of company confirmation statement, clarify the process of filing of company. So confirmation, clarify the process of filing a confirmation statement with the company's house, explain what information needs to be included, and the deadlines for submissions. So you go through the lecture 2, which is learning outcome 2 slides. Then analyze the role and responsibility of company directors, officers, and shareholders. So discuss the tasks and functions that directors perform in a company. This include making important decisions, overseeing the business strategy, and ensuring compliance with the law. You can talk about their responsibility, uh, highlight the legal duties directors have, such as acting in the company's best interest, avoiding conflict of interest, and maintaining accurate financial record. Then roles and responsibilities of officers or company secretary. Secretary mean is a company secretary. Uh, Explain the role of officers, specifically of the secretary in assisting with administrative tasks. They might involve ensuring a proper record keeping, handling official communications, and managing, paperworks. So again, refer to learning outcome 2, lecture 2 presentation, and you can go through the slides 22 to slide 26. You could read a blog on, if you want to go through that, you can read this blog, so again, it's basically blog link for a, that more practical understanding of a director's duties, incorporating insights from learning outcome to slides, 22 to 26 to enhance your analyze. Yeah, so obviously, again, if you to gain and distinction, your report must analyze aspect of capital maintenance. So, any questions so far? Everything good? Okay. So explain how share capital in a limited company acts as a protective buffer for creditors. Share capital represent the financial stake of the company's owners, shareholders, and it serves as a source of funds that can be used to cover debts in case of financial difficulties. Then discuss the roles governing the maintenance of capital in private limited company. Emphasize that these rules are in place or prevent a company from reducing its capital by returning to, you know, uh, where is gone here, see. Anyway, so rules are in place prevent a company for reducing its capital by returning to its members either directly or indirectly. Yeah, here, read, that Section 641 Company Acts 2006 explain the concept of reducing capital and its limitations, especially under Section 641 Company Act 2006. Reductions or cancel liabilities, reduction or cancellation of liabilities on partially paid shares describe situations where the company may give up any, claim for money owing on, partially paid shares. Then return capital in excess of the company's need, excess of company's need, discuss scenario where the companies may reduce its assets by repaying cash to shareholders when there is excess capital beyond the company's requirement. Then finally cancel the paid up capital that is no longer represented by the assets. So explain how company can cancel paid up capital that is no longer represented by assets, particularly when the company has a debt balance on reserve, allowing it to write off past losses. Here, part B, on the 11th of August, Jody asked her brother John, who was not part of the business but helping out, to approach a small businesses in the town where they live They was closing down. John was to tell them that Jody was interested in buying their office furniture and equipment for £1,000, but needed to collect it and move it to her own office premises by the 25th of August. The owner, Harry Parker, says he will think about it. So basically, she purchased their office furniture and equipment for £1,000, but had to collect and relocate everything to her business premises by August 25. Harry Parker stated that he would consider it on August 14th. Harry sees John is a local coffee shop and says that he would like to sell the furniture and equipment, but that he won't be able to part with it until 31st of August when he can deliver it. A Jody office says this will be fine. So when he came, that he can't, but he cannot, do so until August 31st. So when he came, he can deliver it to, 31st, when he can deliver it to Jordy's office. John approves of this. Jordy's subsequently emailed Harry that she had reserved her, decision due to receiving office furniture and equipment for her, uncle. And Harry responds stating that there is a contract in place and that he will deliver everything on the 31st of August, expecting payments, write a report section, discussing the elements of contract and the agency relationship to provide advice to Jody based on the circumstances. So your report must analyze the elements and nature of contractual agreement. 1.1 refer to this. You need to go through learning outcome 1, our very first lecture, page 9 to 16. Refer to presentation slides, then explain the principle of agency and their impact on business practices. Refer to presentation slide 17 to 22. So basically, here that we will elements and nature of contractual agreements, uh, offers and acceptance. You can talk about offers and acceptance. Analyze this scenario to identify the elements of an offer and acceptance. Jody requests through John to buy the office furniture for £1,000 is an offer, and Harry's consideration of the offer constitutes acceptance. Intention to create legal relations. Discuss, you can discuss whether based on the scenario there is an intention between Jody and Harry to create a legally binding contract. The fact that they are discussing a business transactions implies such an intention. Then clarity and certainty. Examine the certainty of the terms and conditions of the agreement. Assess if the agreement is clear and if there is a possibility of performance. Jody's change of mind and communication with Harry might affect the certainty of the contract. Then you can consider if that go consider again consider discuss the presence of consideration in the scenario. Consideration refers to something of value exchange between the parties. So in this case, it's the promise of Jody's to pay £1,000 of the furniture. Yeah, £1,000 of the furniture. So agency relationships and its impact on businesses. You can when you start this, you can write definition of agency, explain the concept of agency and its relevance in business. Again, you can visit page 17 to 22, learning outcome 1. Agency relation involves, that partially the agent acting on behalf of another party, the principal. So when you talk about identify principle of agency in the scenario, identify the agency relationship in the scenario where John is acting as a agent of Jody. Analyze how John's actions and communications with Harry, bind Jody to a potential contract. So impact on business practices. Discuss how the principles of agency impact business practices, highlight the importance of clear communication and understanding between the principal which is Jody and who's Jody and her agent, the agent John, to avoid misunderstanding and potential legal consequences. So refer to, again, I will say that learning outcome two presentation slides go through here 9 to 16, and for additional insight into elements of contracts, principle of agency, page 17 to 22. To gain a merit, your report assess the validity of the contract to meet the merit criteria, assessing the validity of contract learning outcomes. One, again, page 28 to 30, 28, 29, and 30.
Yasir, can I ask you something?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Yasir, I just want to know, because we are acting for Jody, right?
Yeah, we are acting for Jody.
Okay, so the contract which one Harry is mentioning, for example, we prepared the contract for Jody and Harry because Harry is mentioning, there is a contract between them. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
So we need to explain Jody how should be the contract, right?
Yeah, you will act behalf of Jody. Okay.
Okay. So
That's it.
So we have to, so in the beginning of the assignment, do we have to mention any point like, okay, this is Jody, for example, like a conversation, like, okay, Jody, see, this is the points, we need to mention in the contract.
Yes, if you go here,
In
like,
which question, I'm sorry.
yeah, no, that's fine. Absolutely, you're right. No issues. If you go here, see that you're working in an accountancy firm as a junior assistant, okay?
Yes.
The client Jody Hart, who has stated a new training businesses, wants advice on a number of issues relating to her
Okay.
business. So you have that your own firm, and she's your client, okay?
Yes.
So you will understand the scenario. You will act behalf of Jody.
Yeah. So for example, stop there. So it means, this is the first task. So
Yes.
in this situation, for example, Jody, it's like a physical scenario. Like example, Jody is going to come to meet me. Yeah. In
Yes.
this situation, I don't know, in future, maybe after 1 month, Jody will contact Harry or Jody will tell John. So in this situation, how I can advise, her contract will be like this. Do you understand what I'm talking?
No, I didn't get you, to be
Okay.
honest.
So this thing is, so for example, today Jody Hart is coming to see me. Yeah.
Yes.
So she is telling, okay, I want to start.
I am Jody and coming to see you
Okay.
today.
Yeah. So
Bye.
you came and you told me like, okay, Swapna, I want to start a, training business. So,
Yes.
can you please advise me what should I do? So I told you, you need to start a, register as a limited company, and this is the, benefits of what I am doing, after registering.
Report. You are writing report.
Exactly.
For me that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you like, okay, we have to do this. We don't have to do this. But, if this is good, if we do, this will be best. And if you register as a director, this will be your responsible. If you have a secretary, that's fine. So
Yeah, it's a based on which kind of company she registered, limited
exactly.
or limited.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that part is finished now. So you are happy, I'm happy, and we are giving shakens.
Yes.
Now my question is in this situation, how I know, because I am, for example, I'm not like a fortune teller. I cannot tell after 1 month, Jody will met Harry. and Harry and Jody will have a contract for exchanging or selling the, the products like furniture, office furniture. So
Yeah.
my question is, where I should mention about the contract, in which task? It means in which, like A, B, C, D, in which task I mention about, I will give you advice about the contract.
I understand. I
Okay.
know what your
Okay.
answer. So you will mention in task, that here, what will say is that company referring to that, here you will only talk about these stuff, okay? Initially, you're formatting a company or stuff that, okay? So you will mention in your task one about task here. Yeah, contractual agreement, learning outcome two. Where he will ask about a task one or two, or he will ask 9 to 16. Here you will talk about furniture or stuff, whatever is conversation before Heidi and Jody. Okay, you understand that what I'm saying then? Okay. Okay,
Contractual
let me
agreements.
let me speak once again. Let me go to the page 12. I
Oh,
will.
so no, that's fine. Yasir, I got the point. So it is the question number B, and that is the first report. Analyze the elements and nature of contractual assessment. So
Yes,
that is coming in B. Task number 1, but B, question B.
yeah, question B.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I got it.
So you know that so when I will just explain here in my when I was talking about here, see that when
Yeah.
you will talk about communication, access the validity of contract, refer
Yes.
to presentation slides 1. Okay. Now,
Yes.
if the one is formation of a valid contract.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Evaluate whether all essential elements of the formation of a valid contract are present based on the scenario, whatever was so, which includes an offer, acceptance, intention to create legal relations, or terms and consideration, right?
Yeah, but Yasir, then I have a doubt. For example, this I need to do only if I
So
am,
just,
if
just
I want merit.
yeah, just
Okay.
explain me two, then I will come to you. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
No, that's fine. Now the part two, communication of offer and acceptance. Okay. Examine the communication of offer and acceptance between Jody and Harry. Okay. So assess if the terms were communicated clearly and if there was mutual understanding between the parties. You understand, Swapna, what I'm saying now?
Okay. My question is, if I am expecting, I don't want merit, I just want only pass, then I don't need to mention about
Oh
the
yeah,
contract.
then you don't need to mention. I will go to,
Okay.
then you don't need to mention to get a pass, you just will do basic things. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. I got it.
Yeah. So if you want a merit, here he's talking about, because today's session basically explaining assignments criteria and what is assignment questions and how you can get merit or distinction or pass. So to
Okay.
get a pass, you will just go through basic, whatever is your understanding, like definitions,
Super.
basic things in, intention to create legal relations, and what is offer, what is acceptance. Okay. So what Jody said, but you wouldn't analyze and explain and define and describe. You won't go that long. You understand what?
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So then examine the communication, as I was saying, two. Then number three, uh, intention to create legal relation. Analyze there is a evidence of an intention to create legal relation. So this is important for a contract to be legally binding. Evaluate the language used to in the communication and the overall context. So here, if I talk about Swapna, create a legal relations, but to pass, you can only explain, that what's a legal, like you can say sections or whatever. If you see over here, page between, 28, 30 or whatever pages are. But to get the exemptions or merit, obviously, you will apply the legal, you will tell me everything, like, evaluate the language used in communication and overall contract. You understand? Certainty of terms and possibility of performance. You will assess the certainty of the terms and conditions of the contract. Consider if the agreement is clear and if there is a possibility of, performance. Evaluate if any uncertainties arise due to, Jodi's change of mind. But if you don't want to go that long, you don't need to talk about Jodi's change of mind and Jodi's, said what, or what Harry said this one. Okay, you understand that now? So only to get a pass or merit or distinctions, you can go, that deep down, and you can touch some more. You can give example as you can use a case law as well. Like here, anybody, hello? Everyone is there? Only Swapna is there.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No,
Sorry.
sir, you are
I'm
way
here.
back.
I'm here.
Yeah, okay, you are here. Some people, what they do, that one of my student, he just, that because we can't see each other, that. So what he was doing, that he just turned, off his mic and everything, and just on his, Zoom, and just he walk away somewhere else. And I was keep saying that he came back after an hour. I said, oh, yes, I'm here, sir, I'm here. So anyway, are you clear, Swapna?
Yes, Siri, yes, I got it.
Here now is talking about a distinction. So
I don't want to hear.
okay.
Sorry. No, you go ahead. I'm sorry. I was kidding.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But I mean, that is the same kind of things, but is going a more deep down.
Yes.
See that if you read that, if I only go through this paragraph,
Okay.
evaluate the implication of an agency relationship for the principal and the agency. Now, this is not between only Jody and Harry. You understand?
Yeah, Jody and John is also coming here, right?
Forget about them. Forget about them.
Okay.
That is a specific scenario.
Okay.
Like between you and me.
Okay.
This is about agency relationship and for the principal and the agent.
Okay, I got it.
It's a definition. You will tell me what is agency, what is relationship for the principal and the agent.
Okay.
After explaining this, you will explain about me and you. You understand now?
Yes, yeah.
But for merit or for pass, you will come to the point straight away. We'll talk about Jody said this and Harry this. But here you will explain agency and relationship for the principal and the agent. Then you will talk about. Now I will talk about Jody and Harry. Jody is a principal and Jody is a agent. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you will. I mean that you will explain. Before go to the Jody and Harry, you will explain about agency and principal. Then you will talk about,
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyone else? Hanesh, Ola, Amir?
Yeah, it's clear. Thank you.
Okay. So refer to, evaluate the implication. I know you, Swapna, don't want a distinction, but I have to go through, okay?
Yeah. Go ahead, yes.
Evaluate the implication of the agency relationship for Jody as the principal, John as the agent, and Harry as the seller based on the scenario. So evaluate implications of the agency relationship, understand the principal agent relationship. So when you begin the explaining the nature of the principal agent relationship, then clarify that Jody is the principal, buyer, and then John is the agent acting on her behalf, that Harry is the seller. So then legal appointments and acting on behalf, discuss how legal appointments are made in the principal agent relationships, emphasizes that the agent, like John, has been appointed by the principal Jody to act on her behalf in the transactions with Harry. Harry is the absence of conflict of interest highlight the principle that the agent should not have a conflict of interest in carrying out the act. So in this scenario, assess if John actions and interactions with Harry align with the with this principles.
Yasir, can I ask you something on this one?
Yes, yes.
Okay, in a physical, like for example, this is forget about John is Jody's brother.
Yes.
Just forget that. Yeah, Jody is finding one Mr. John. They don't have any relationship.
Yeah, you
So-
mean just seller and buyer. That's it.
No. You know, behalf of her sister, like agent and principal.
Yeah, forget about principal or sister. I
Okay,
mean,
yeah. So my question is, for example, Jody is my, my client. So
yes.
when this situation is coming, I would like to advise Jody, you should have a contract with John. How you think about this? For example,
No, you will advise that she can contract with the John.
yes, because my thing is, I want to save Jody.
Yeah, that's right. You
from-
can ask her. You can ask her to make
Okay.
a contract with the John.
Yeah,
But
because
obviously, yeah,
yeah.
but you will acting behalf of Jody.
Exactly. So I can ask them, right? In my my assignment, I can mention that, we already have a contract with Jody and John. So whatever John is, promising before discussing with the Jody, is not valued.
Yeah.
Okay. So my thing is, what I am planning, in this situation, which one Hari is telling, like, we have a contract, but I want to support Jody. I want to tell, unfortunately, sorry, you have a contract with the, like, for example, you and me have a contract, like Jody and Harry have a contract, but in that contract, particular point, I want to mention, right, without my knowledge or without, the principal knowledge, if the agent is making any decision and communicate with the seller and giving any promises, the principal is not, responsible. What do you think? If I give a contract in the contract between Jody and Hari, if I mention this point, I can save Jody.
Yeah, you can do that. Whatever is in your mind, basically.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
You are not bound to. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
because whatever you think is best for Jody, because it's your decision. You will write a report and it's your decision. Oh no, I think so, or I believe this is a better for you. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Hiresh, you're a bit quiet today. Hiresh, sorry.
Yeah, I can hear and listen.
Yeah.
The main thing here is whatever you decide for
Yes.
the benefit of Jody it's based on your decision.
Yeah,
Or-
that's what I'm saying that.
way you-
Swapna was right as well. Whatever, as an accountant or as a, that you think about your client, you can make your own decision and you can, mention in your report.
Yeah, I mean, it's a personal opinion, but it's based on professional.
Yes, obviously, you will work under the legal obligations.
Yeah.
Okay.
And and within indemnity, liability, and professional conduct, you'll make the best decision on for your client.
Yes.
It's how you argue that point.
Yeah.
Structure that point.
But under the legal, that terms, as we are talking about, law of accounting. So the only thing is must be legally, valid. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, there are two sides to the coin.
Yes.
And which side of that coin you're able to give a very solid point of view.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're not the decision maker, but there are arbitrators and courts of law that if there was this dispute that looks like there is a risk, what liability and what complications could arise. So that's something to raise if you want a distinct.
So if any one of your practice, normally people talk about when they come to the accountant, they normally talk about, formation or basic things like a company formations and, registration kind of stuff. But for that for complications or for, more advanced things, most of people I notice that they go to solicitors like a corporate lawyers or that commercial lawyers. Mm. Like they can go to the ACCA's chartered accountants, but not that only professional or financial or simple accountants. You understand, Anish, what I mean?
So you're saying that they would get advice from their institutional membership.
Yes, more because
guidance.
people see that if you are only an AT member, you can't, you can't, you might be, wouldn't be able to handle, more complicated kind of stuff, legal kind of stuffs, which needs some legal advice or something. uh, if I talk about big, that firms or big companies, say they normally use their corporate lawyers or chartered accountants or corporate secretaries kind of people. You know what I mean, Harish?
Yeah, large
Large organizations, they
Yeah,
have full
they
kind
would
of
have resources. Yeah.
Yeah, they have resources. They have their own department of corporate, team of corporate lawyers, team of chartered accountants, you know what I mean now. Right. So,
Yeah, whilst this assignment is looking at it from the angle of a small,
yes,
medium.
small and medium businesses, Yes, everyone is clear now. Swapna, Amir.
Yes, yes, thank you.
Okay. So, right now here, learning outcome 4, Jody is concerned about information and intellectual property. So here you refer to learning outcome 4 presentation slides 4 to 13 for insight into the key aspects of data protection legislations, intellectual uh, property types. Just explain how different types of intellectual property, particularly training material, can be protected. Discuss copyright as it relates to training material produced by Jody and her employees. References again refer to page 14 to 15. Explain how intellectual property can be protected. So presentation for if you go through the 14 to 25 for an understanding of intellectual property, provide a contextualized explanation of intellectual property protection in relation to Jody's company and training material. So this could include specifies specifics about copyright laws that apply to training material. Additional reference you can read, if you only go to go if you Google it or just click here, you can see IPO office, which is intellectual property office guidelines that they provide link for further insight into protecting education and teaching material. So basically, what is property, intellectual property law and types of law, and then how she can protect, in her material or copyrights. So I hope you guys knows about, intellectual property law. If not, then you can go through learning outcome 4 as well, and where it's, I explain about intellectual property law. So assess the importance of intellectual property rights to businesses. So, uh, access of intellectual importance of intellectual property rights to business, covering copyrights, trademarks, patents, trade secrets, as well as the valuation methodologies. So, what is copyrights? Anybody can? Swapna, Anesh, Erin, Amir, anyone?
My understanding is copyrights are documentation that are written and specifically have been created by the individual or group, and they have initiated all the writings out of their own merit, out of their own conduct. They have then registered their ownership and responsibility of that
Yeah.
documentation.
Yeah, so you need to explain the importance of copyrights to businesses. Basically discuss how copyrights protect original work of authorship, okay, such as training material, uh, giving businesses exclusive right to use and produce these materials. So trademarks highlight the significance of trademark in branding and businesses' identity, discuss how trademarks protect distinctive signs, symbols, and names, enabling businesses to differentiate themselves in the market. Then patent discuss the importance of patent in safeguarding inventions and innovations. Explain how patent grant exclusive rights to inventors, encouraging innovations within businesses. Then finally, trade secrets emphasizes the value of trade secrets of businesses. Discuss how trade secrets such as proprietary process or formulate provide a competitive advantage by keeping certain information confidential. Valuing intellectual property, explain the cost-based valuation, discuss how in considers historical creation costs and the current cost to recreate the intellectual property, market-based valuations, uh, discuss the market-based valuation method, explain how it looks at comparable market transactions, consider sales or purchase of similar assets to determine value. Then income-based values the income-based values valuation method, discuss how it assess the stream of income attributable to intellectual property based on historical and expected future earning. Learning outcome 1, learning outcome 4, 1.3 and 1.4. One of the Jodi's employee caused a fire at, I think so, talk now comes to the safety law. Fire at a training event by using electrical equipment that was not properly checked. Several people suffered minor injuries. They are trying to sue Judy for compensation. Judy immediately dismisses the employee, use the scenario to discuss the law of tort and remedies available, and discuss the employment law relating to employment contract and terminations. Talking about employment law of tort, explain the law of tort and the remedies available. So basically here, fire incident at training event. So explain law of tort and employment, explain the law of tort, focusing on how it applies to situation where harm is caused to others. Discuss the general principle of negligence in law of tort. Discuss the remedies available in tort law. particularly in the context of the scenario where several people suffered injuries. So this may include compensation for damage, medical expenses, and other losses. So also assess the importance of legislation relating to employment law, contracts, and termination. Assess the impact of legislation relating to employment in the context of the employee, causing the fire. Discuss relevant employment laws, including health and safety regulations and their implications. Explain how employment contracts play a role in this scenario. Discuss the obligations and responsibilities of both employers and employees in maintaining a safe working environment. So you can also discuss the employment law aspect of the immediate dismissal of the employee by Jody, address the legal ground for termination, considering these circumstances and potential represent repercussions, and then you can go to the learning outcome one, refer to learning outcome one presentation, slides 26 to 41 for insight into employment law relating to contracts and terminations.
Yasir,
Yes.
I'm very sorry because unfortunately I couldn't attend the learning outcome one session. Because I read the learning outcome one, even Raman recorded the video and also slides. But
Yes.
can you just tell me in a simple word, what actually mean by remedies in the business? Because remedies actually, in the meaning like a medicine or something, but in business, what they are telling, I read that I don't know how many times, but still, when somebody asks me, I cannot tell an answer within, 1 second. So in simple words, can you just try to, help me to understand?
Okay, so basically remedy means the means by which a court enforces a right or order, you know, redress for a wrong. It can include damage, whether compensatory, injuries relief, or specific performance outstanding obligations.
Okay, that actually we can, read in a, like, for example, in a document. My questions in a, physical life or in, situation, how we can match this with a, like with a company.
Let me, no, basically, this term used is a legal term, basically remedies. Okay. So this mean,
Okay.
the mean by which, the person who has been wronged can, seek justice and be compensated for the harm they have suffered. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so in this situation, actually the employees are right. Jody is actually wrong, right? Because
Jody, no, I'm not saying that Jody is wrong, but Jody can be wrong.
okay.
Okay. Like, let's say if you made a mistake at your workplace.
No, I'm talking about only the dismissal. I feel like, this is a
Yes.
unfair dismissal.
Yeah.
So if we take only that point, she immediately dismissed the employee. So
She
it means
can.
she is actually wrong.
Yeah, she's actually wrong, but she can be right as well. She can. If you go through the, unfortunately, I don't have learning outcome one, but if,
Okay.
that if you go through the learning outcomes, you remember Hanesh, learning outcome for where we talk about, it's based on grounds, which
Okay.
grounds are, that,
But
like, if he sack his employees straight away, on the spot. So she should know that she has to explain in the court as well if employee goes to the court. Okay. She has to defend her decisions. Okay.
yeah.
But basically she can be wrong as well.
Yeah, because in this situation, they are telling they are trying to sue Jody for a compensation. Jody immediately dismissed the employee. If I take that two portions, I can advise Jody. Actually, unfortunately, Jody, you made a mistake.
Yeah, you can advise. You can
Okay.
your decision. No, you can't say your decision. Your decision can be wronged.
Okay.
Okay, you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if the employee raised the matter before the event or before the performance that there is an
Yeah,
issue.
he might be in past. Obviously, if he is going to the court for compensation, he might raise a red card, or he raise a issue
Yeah.
about any safety issue or something like that. Okay.
A good example is look at the Grenfell Tower. The
Yes.
residents, tenants who are living in that building before the fire, 6 months before the fire actually happened, the residents were writing to the agency, writing to the council and saying there is a risk to our occupation of this building by placing this material into our homes. They had already alerted the authorities about this, and there was no response.
Yes. So whose fault? Then councils and higher authorities' fault. Okay.
And the project manager was not accredited or experienced or qualified to do this job of making a decision to install the material, ACM cladding material. So
Yes.
the mistake lies with the authorities. And then the after effect was that the emergency services didn't act accordingly. So therefore, the residents are seeking compensation. So the law is still under investigation on this matter after more than 5 years.
Okay, Hanesh and Yasir, I understand that, but in our situation, it clearly says, training even by using electrical equipment that was not properly checked. So according, to our point of view, even Jody is our client, but, we can clear like an ethical of our, like a law or whatever, our business, we can clearly tell, Jody, it is Jody's mistake.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
No,
It's
no,
how
no.
you argue the case.
Yeah, I said it can be. It not.
Okay.
I use word can. Jody can be wrong. What Hane said is not 100% necessarily, but Jody can be wrong as well.
But in this situation, it says like, electrical equipment that was not properly checked.
Yes,
So that,
yes, that's in this case, like
yes, that's my question.
Yeah,
in
if
this
you
case,
yeah, because you were talking about rent, but if here it comes that it defined as one simple line. See that fire at a training event by using electrical equipment that was not properly checked.
exactly.
Yeah, so who's responsible to do the check?
I think
Is it
Jody's, right?
manager? Is it Jody's employee who should have done the check? Because Jody is not, her performance or her duties are at a higher level, management level.
No, yes,
But
you're right, Hanesh, but say
still,
in another picture is that Jody makes sure that everything is done by her employee.
Exactly. Even if she appointed someone, it is her responsibility to, check, like, okay, did they do?
Yeah, so did
Because
Jody
I
provide
don't,
a training manual? Did Jody provide prior training to these individuals? Did
Yes.
Jody ensure that there was follow-up training and performance at end of year performance appraisal? Was it checked that the CPD of this particular type of event was covered by these employees? Was the employee certified to be able to carry out the checks? So if she has put all of these structures in place and the employee failed to follow these processes, then Jody has met her requirements as an employer and at a professional responsible level. So these are the arguments
Yeah,
that
but
are
Hanesh,
against Jody.
yes, Hanesh, you're right, but Jody has to provide everything. You understand?
Correct. So this is where we, as her advisor, would be able to say, look, we will ensure that these documentations, these checks were in place, that we would ensure that the employees were properly competent and capable of doing this role. So that way you're saying, look, here's something to protect the organization and Jody, but also here's the other side of the coin, that Jody employees may argue that they were not given sufficient training. Yes, they were given training, but it wasn't at a standard that would have been recognized by another party if they were at the same situation. So this is not a definitive response, but you are showing your intellect, your agility, your creativity. You're being assessed to look at things 360 degrees. You're not looking at a blinkered view or tunnel vision. That's the beauty of this qualification. You're showing that you are taking considerations at all levels.
Okay.
Yes, Jody.
So, Hanish, my question is, so for example, if she is telling about this, but there will be two different aspects. For example, before she dismiss the employee, if she come to us, then we can give her, okay, don't dismiss. We will find out some.
Wait here, Swapna. Wait here. Just wait for a second. I got your point.
Yeah.
You mean that she should give him a chance or her to explain his or her side. Am I right?
Yep. No, my thing is, whatever happened, it happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they try to sue, she is, according to me, she is actually responsible for the compensation, like a medical treatment or whatever. But
obviously,
what?
End of the day, she's the responsible.
Exactly. So what she did, she made two, according to me, even Jody is my client, she made two, mistakes. One, she didn't check, proper, the equipment. And then she immediately dismissed the employee, whoever tried to, sue her.
Yes, I think so. I on this point, I'm agree with you that not properly, because the scenario is only Hanesh. This scenario is only saying that not properly checked. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
So only we are talk about these few lines not properly checked. So she should make sure that everything is checked properly. That she by doing this she could ask her employees that everything is checked by properly. Okay. So secondly, she can't sack him straight away. Okay.
Yeah.
That she should give him a chance to explain. Might be he done his job properly, but or it might be how he raised previously with Jody or any other higher management issues related to health and safety. But without asking or without giving chance of explanation, she sacked her from employment law, can cause a serious consequences for her. Okay.
So Yasir, my question is, when I make a report according to only this section, can I blame my client? Actually, you did a wrong. You shouldn't be.
Listen, again, this is entirely up to you, Swapna. This is what is your understanding? Like Hanesh is a different, can explain in a different word. This is, as he said, is a beauty of this qualification, giving you a chance. That you are not a fully qualified, that practicing chartered accountant or practicing corporate lawyer or business lawyer. Okay. You are just whatever comes in your mind, you have to explain. Okay. You wouldn't failed or something like that. It shows you don't follow the line. You use your brain and just whatever comes in your mind.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect.
So I will say that you are right in what points you raised are right as well. Okay. Your points are right.
Thanks.
Can I just say?
Yes.
Everybody can have a viewpoint.
Yes.
This is just an assignment saying explain.
Okay.
It doesn't say make a judgment call. It doesn't say conclude. It just gives you the opportunity to explain.
Okay.
So this is all we're doing. We're not going to give our personal judgment, because that we're not being assessed on that. We're not being told, right, this is now a definitive decision,
Yeah.
who is right, who is wrong. And also, just be mindful that we are representing our client, Jody. So we're looking at reputational risk, we're looking at the risk of brand. If we find that this damages our client's business and their brand, we will lose the client as well. So then you're not looking at it from just simply compensation. You're looking even beyond that, the damage it does to organizations, especially SMEs under the current climate. That opens up a gap for their competitors. And then the competitors would use that as a PR saying, look, public relation ad, it's free advertising for them to say, look, Jodie's business can't even handle simple things like this.
But
So,
okay, Hanesh, that's I understand it, because we want to help Jody as much we can. But my thing is, I'm just explain. I actually want to explain here, what actually she did. Then,
Yes.
I will advise her. This is my advice. We will definitely, contact a a lawyer, like a compensation lawyer, which one who is, going to help us for more details.
Yes, Jody, sorry, Swapna, you will give your point of view. As I said, this is, as
Yes.
he said, this is only assignment. So
Okay.
if you think here, this is not, that you can't go through, the word by word. Oh, if I
Yes.
said, if Hanesh said, oh, Jody's right, I say Jody's right. No, if
Yes.
you think she's wrong, you will,
Okay.
explain it.
Explain.
Yeah, you
Okay.
will
Okay.
explain. You
Okay. Then.
basically in assignment, you will defend your points. You understand?
Okay. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Then. Thank you.
Okay, so task 2, day limited loan, just will quickly go through. This is a task 2. A small loan company are insolvent. There was a number of assets which are subject to fixed and floating charges and owe a large amount of corporation tax. They are also being investigated for money laundering and other offenses, including poor lending practices, bribing government officials, and gaining unauthorized access to competitors' computers in order to access their clients. They have failed to operate in accordance with legislations and guidelines on responsible lending. They want advice on the insolvency and possible criminal charges and penalties. Okay, so this is basically learning outcome 2, 2.32, and learning outcome 3, 3.1, 2, 3, and 4. So here, basically explain what you will, your report must here, that explain these 5 points.
Thank you, mommy.
Sorry?
I'm so hungry.
Oh, okay, you can eat something then.
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. Okay, no worries. Anyway, just a few more minutes, then we are finishing anyway. So, explain the process of insolvency of business organization, discuss the stage and legal procedure that businesses go through when facing financial disasters or problems, covering aspects such as administration, liquidation, and potential restructuring. Refer to learning outcome to page 27 to 32 for insight in to the process of insolvency. Then relations between legal principles, legislations, case laws, ethical codes, learning outcome 3.1 here. Okay, 3.1. Then analyze analyze the relationship between legal principles and legislation. Discuss how laws are formulated based on legal principles and ethical considerations. Explain how case laws and ethical codes contribute to shaping legal principles. Discuss discuss how decisions in legal cases and adherence to ethical code influence the development of law. Again, references of learning outcome 3 presentations, slides 4 to 16 for insights into the relationship between legal principles, legislations, case laws, and ethical codes. Finally, explain elements and consequences of malpractices, fraud, and bribery. Explain the elements and consequences of malpractices in business organizations. Discuss instances where professional deviate from accepted standards and the impact on individuals and the organizations. So you guys explain about fraud, explain the elements and consequences of fraud, discuss the intentional deceptions for financial gain and the legal consequences for individuals and organizations. Then bribery, explain the elements and consequences of bribery, discuss how offering, giving, receiving, or receiving something of value to influence the actions of an official can result in legal repercussions. Here you can use I will refer to learning outcome 3, page 17 to 24. And then here offenses, explain the offenses related to money laundering, uh, money laundering, discuss activities and transactions that constitute money laundering and the legal consequences, uh, explain offenses and penalties related to computer misuse and cyber crimes 3.4. So here you can, I will refer to learning outcome 3, presentation slides 25 to 30. Then penalties, explain the offenses related to computer misuse and cybercrime, discuss unauthorized access, hacking, and other legal activities involving computer systems. Discuss the penalties associated with computer misuse, uh, you know, uh, what we call that, uh, uh, computer misuse, explore the legal consequences for individuals or group engaged in cyber crimes. Refer to learning outcome 3 presentations, slides 31 to 42. Advise the insolvency process for giving situations, refer to learning outcome 2 presentation slides 32 and 34. Here you can advise on the insolvency process to given situations considering bankruptcy, debts relief order, individual voluntarily arrangement, insolvency help, debt advice and debt restructuring, restructuring, and also briefly explain, you can briefly explain bankruptcy as an option in the insolvency process. It involves a legal declaration, inability to repay, debts. IVA, individual voluntarily uh, arrangement, as a formal agreement between an individuals and creditors, discuss how an individuals propose to repay a portion of the amount, or insolvency helps debt advice or structuring debts. Recommend seeking professional insolvency help when considering options. Professional advice can provide a clear understanding of the available routes and their implications. Debt advice, importance of seeking debt advice from experts who can assess the individuals or businesses financial situations and recommend suitable solutions. And restructuring, discuss the concept of debt restructuring, where the terms of existing debts are modified to make repayment more manageable. So this may involve negotiations with creditors for revised terms. That's it for today. Just for submission, guides quickly, assignment submission in after 2 weeks, which can be extend, if you are obviously you all are professionals and you have some more commitments, so you can extend, you can apply for extension. Just email to UK Versity, they will extend you if you need any extensions. And obviously use proper headings, subheadings, submit your assignment in digital format such as PDF. Clarity of structure and content should be well structured, clear, introduction, body, and conclusions. uh, Ensure or make sure that each task is addressed clearly and the transition between different sections are seamless. Ensure the assignment is free of plagiarism. All sources must be properly cited. Also used a Harvard reference system. And ensure the content of your assignment directly addresses the specific task and questions outlined in the assignment briefed. Uh, that's it. Overall, your assignment should effectively demonstrate your understanding of the concepts and your ability to apply them to, real world scenario. It should be well organized, accurate, and free from plagiarism. Good luck, and uh, you are feel free to seek any clarification or assistance if needed. For further, for anything, any questions or concerns or issues, you can drop me an email at yasir@ukversity.co.uk. That's it for today's, guys. Sorry, was bit long session today, was only assignment, but anyway. Any questions so far or any concerns, issues?
Can we have your email, please, again? Thank you.
Yeah, yasir@ukversity.co.uk. Who is Arina here?
Irene, yeah.
Erin, Yasir at UK
Thank you.
Versity.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much, Yasir.
yeah.
I really appreciate
And
it.
it was really nice meeting with your guys, and I was really happy during my sessions. Everyone else, Hinesh, Swapna, thank you very much.
Thank
Erin,
you.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
You guys can contact me through email, and you guys have my number as well if any emergency.
I think I missed that number. Do you mind? Thank you.
Yes.
That number again. Probably write it down this time.
Yes, it is.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
Hinesh, are you okay
Yes.
with it?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Swapna? Yeah, Hinesh, what you were saying?
Yeah, really appreciate the extra time that you've given us.
No, that's fine. That's
Your
fine.
efforts and
It was
support
really
has been
nice.
really, really beneficial. We will try our best to get through this. So by the second week of March is the deadline, I believe.
Yeah, as I said, if you need any extension, and you can apply for extension and you will get extension. Don't worry about, deadline, but obviously 2 weeks by first week of March, but you can apply for another extension. And Hinesh, hopefully you will get better. And if you don't mind, then you can contact me.
Sure.
You have my number.
Yes, yes, I do.
I
Appreciate that. Thank you.
okay. Just message me if you get chance or anything, whenever you feel free. So, Swapna,
Yes, yeah, Yasir, yes.
yeah, if any, that questions or anything else, you can email me, or you have my number as well in case
Yes.
of emergency or
Yeah.
anything else, you can contact me. Okay. And thank you very much, Swapna, Erin,
Thank you.
Dinesh.
Thank you.
And
Thank
good
you.
luck for your assignment.
Thank you.
And
you.
Thank
good
you.
luck for your future.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks. Bye, everyone, for now.
Yeah, good luck, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Hanish.
everyone. Bye.
Thank you.